All right. We are back recording.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. We have a lot to discuss.
We do.
The tricky part is I get lost sometimes about what we can and can't discuss.
Well, you know the limits. There is no, my professional life is off the table.
So how about I say a topic and
Absolutely
then you can
not.
say no.
Okay.
I'll bring a topic and you could be like, no,
Great.
I'll just drop it.
Awesome. Well, you don't need to do that yet though, do we? Or you want to dive in that quickly?
Not yet.
Great.
What do you think I was talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you something about this week.
Wait, this past week or this upcoming week?
This past week.
Yes.
Can you believe that in this same week, I brought that meal to our friend who broke her leg and brought her children over for the day?
Did we talk about that?
Maybe, but
No,
what
we
I'm
didn't.
saying to you is that day, which was Monday of this week, seems like 6 years ago. This was the weirdest week mentally for me that I think I've ever had. Like that day on Monday, a friend broke her leg. We don't need to talk about it. She broke her leg. Her kids came and hung out here and we brought her dinner. That seems like it was 6 years ago. And it was literally 6 days ago because in that time, we had a death in the family. I drove to New Jersey. The flights got delayed. Like it just, this week
You flew to New Jersey.
What did I say?
You said you drove to New Jersey.
This week was just nuts.
Correct.
And it's playing with my head a little bit.
That.
Like it's playing with my head a little bit that we are that much past when that day was. So it's been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We celebrated. So that was Monday. We had kids over here.
So should we?
What?
Should we offer a prayer first for your healing about your finger? Can we?
I thought we were going to get there.
I feel like we should start there.
It is so bad. Okay, let's dig in?
Go into that. But we'll start with.
Come, Lord Jesus, heal my finger.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel
I would like to start with, as you have children, five children, sounds are a big thing in terms of when you hear things, you're like, oh crap, that's going to be something or that's a problem.
Right.
So I'll go back a week in time when I heard like a huge crack. And I'm like, okay, someone's going to come here and say something, what happened? And then John Paul walks in and says, like, I think I broke my bed.
Oh,
so
yes.
So that was a week. I don't know, maybe in 2 weeks on we talked about it, but yeah.
So that was Sunday. No, that's what I mean. It seems like that was 12 years ago. That was Sunday night. You got back home from we had recorded. You got back home from Minnesota. John Paul went and like jumped on his bed like a football player, and the whole thing cracked
the bed. So it wasn't even salvageable.
Right. So he told me on Sunday, and I'm like, "That's great." Like one of the boards broke in the bottom. Like you're fine. He's like, "No, Mom," because I was checked out. I had done the weekend. I had set up this office. You were out of town, so I didn't care. I was like, "Go talk to your father." And then I came in. I mean, the bed was not. It was.
You couldn't.
Done.
If you try to sit in it, it would just. You'd be like in a weird V position. So we had to take apart. I had to take apart the whole bed at like 9 or 10 o'clock on Sunday.
Right. So he's currently sleeping on a mattress.
And they had to carry all the pieces out. Yeah. So they carried all the boards out of the house
without scraping them on our new painted
walls. On the front porch. So sounds. Jeez. So that's so. And there's many times it's happened where like. You hear these weird sounds, you're like, oh crap, this is going to be something.
Life is about to be
something's going to happen. Yeah. Someone broke something.
Right. You're tying this back to what happened?
So I'm tying this back to yesterday when it comes to glass, so go from glass. Glass is something
I'm done with glass.
You in particular, when it comes to you and glass and fingers, you have smashed so many, and not intentional. Some people like break stuff on purpose when they're angry, but you have broken so many bowls and
I'm over it.
Glasses and cups.
Well, and we should say too, and it's actually like it's anything sharp in my fingers. Like I've had to buy special gloves because I cheese grated my fingers so many times. And I'm not talking like, oh, look, a little scrape. I am talking gushing blood chunks of fingers out that we have decided I have to wear gloves when using a cheese grater, right? So
So yesterday I hear like a glass smash. I'm like, oh crap, shatter. Yeah. And it's like,
this is going to get violent. Do we want to get into it? Okay, go ahead.
We have to.
What you had to do? I mean, it was like alive.
Just a smash. And it's like, okay, now I need to go figure out what happened. And like you, I don't know, somehow just like living, you just smashed a cup
A glass
of soda.
Was falling. It shattered against
What do you mean it was falling?
No, I like dropped it. I put it inaccurately on a table. So it was starting to go. It smashed and broke on the table. I tried to grab it and it sliced the crud out of my pinky finger.
Was it your pinky?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice which finger it was.
So then, like, it was a full glass. There's like Pepsi and ice and broken glass everywhere. And I'm like, oh, shoot, my finger is like cut. So I go and rinse it off. I have always been really bad with blood like vomit. You're the one that takes care of our kids mostly when they're throwing up. Like I don't do any of that stuff. I actually felt like I was going to pass out. I'm washing my thing. I'm physically ill, and I look, and I don't know. We don't want to scar the people, but there was like a flap of skin.
A small bit.
No, come on.
It was not that much. Anyway.
No, I didn't have to go to urgent care, so it wasn't as deep as I thought. At first, I thought it was deep. At first, I was like, you can see bone. You can see bone.
Well, your first thing is always, we need to go to urgent care.
Like, I was but you can say.
Like you have Ebola.
It was a deep cut. I mean, I didn't need stitches, not that deep. And then it's hanging off, so then you have to take scissors and cut it.
Very dirty scissors.
No, we washed them. And anyway, I
had to clean up.
You were my surgeon.
Clean up pieces of glass and clean up soda on the ground, and
it's better now. Like I'm airing it out. It's not bandaged right now, but it was. I hate that you're acting like it wasn't like a significant cut. That's crazy to me.
No,
it's like I live in La La Land with you.
No, to me, deep cut is like we need to go to urgent care and get like stitches. Deep, that's my point.
Right. Okay.
That's what I mean by significant cut is we need to go to urgent care and get stitches, which we've done several times. Like with our
many children.
Thing one, no. Two. Joey, yes. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital for that.
Julia, only twice.
John Paul, yes. Stitches.
Malia and Julia.
Yeah, no broken bones.
So anyway, I don't. Why did you go there? We were talking about the week.
No, I was talking about your healing. I wanted a prayer for healing for you because of your finger.
Right. So anyway, Tuesday. I don't know what Tuesday was.
Tuesday was the airport.
Tuesday I flew out. That's right. Tuesday I flew out. You brought me to the airport, and then Wednesday you celebrated your birthday.
First thing in the morning, Wednesday.
It was really sad to me because, first of all, Tuesday night I stayed up very late till like almost 3:00 in the morning. Cousins that I see once every 4 or 5 years. Some people will relate to this, some won't. You get together, you're consuming some alcoholic beverages, you're staying up really late, like really, really late. I went to bed, I fell asleep at 3. I woke up on your birthday at 6:00 in the morning to DoorDash you Chick-fil-A for your birthday so you could wake up with your favorite chicken sandwich on the porch. Zero gratitude. You actually said,
not true.
I guess, guys, remember, I just need the people to remember that I built an office for my husband when he was in Minnesota visiting his friends. So now he's gone to Minnesota for a friend trip. We built him an office. I sent him Chick-fil-A, and he had the nerve to say, guess I just got to take an L for my birthday this year because I happened to be at my uncle's funeral on the actual birthday.
It was not it was your cousin's friend.
Rich. I'm not saying that. You're trying to like demean the relationship.
I'm not demeaning the relationship. Anyway, I wasn't talking about that. I was sitting. My point was, yes, I got an amazing birthday gift. I'm just saying the day itself was
Chick-fil-A.
Yes, at 7:00 in the morning, and then I had to. And I'm not complaining. Like I think you think I'm like complaining, which I'm not. I'm just saying that it was just a longer day because I had to. Your oldest son had to be at football at 7:30. So I had to get him.
You had a lot of pickups and drop-offs.
A lot of pickups.
Every minute.
There was like 4 or 5. There was a lot of back and forth.
And then my flight was delayed.
And back and forth. And your flight was very much delayed. So you didn't come in till like 10:30.
Right. So we didn't get home. And then we decided to bring my parents home. It was a long day.
So that was a good like 6.
It was a long day. But I would not say that you need to take an L for your birthday this year.
But I think there's a difference between like a birthday gift versus like your actual like the stuff you did that day.
By the way, at the funeral, one of my cousins told me that she discovered our podcast. Will be listening.
Which cousin?
My cousin Jessie, married to Tom, daughter Sam. Let's talk funeral for a second.
I was in general funerals?
No, I want to talk about this one. And then just some funeral culture. You do not have the same funeral culture that we do.
No.
I don't think you've lived the same funeral. You haven't lived that with my family yet, right? Maybe when Bushi died, when my grandmother died.
Bush and Judge died.
Yeah, it's like you like are surrounded by this dark cloud of joyful hangout. Like, so these are people you haven't seen in a really long time. Like, especially with these people, like my cousin was outside of the funeral home. I'm like, hey, she didn't recognize me. And then she did. It'd been like 10 years. You're like greeting each other as though you know each other as family, but it's been years since you've talked. It was really beautiful. And then we went after the funeral, we went to my cousin's house. He had a bunch of people over for pizza and drinks and everyone just kind of hanging out. But then we went home. So we went to our hotel. And at the hotel, my cousin, whose father died, whose funeral we were at, she had a big bottle of bourbon, like I said, and we just sat for like 6 hours, cousins, talking, laughing, crying, like different seasons of crying, and I explained this in the last podcast. This particular death did seem to everybody as like an end of a generation thing. Like it was, it felt very significant. And so lots of tears. My one cousin will remain nameless. This was funny. The funeral was a Tridentine mass, but like the most old school, not at all, no reflection of the New Order mass. Priest mumbling through the whole thing. First of all, I'm going to tell you two things and then we can move past. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't all seen each other in like probably 10 years. My cousin and aunt are sitting on one side of the church. Relatives that they haven't seen come in the other side of the church. So in the New Order, like our regular Sunday churches, you would go give them a hug and be like, hi, in a whisper voice. The people in the pews with the veils started saying, shh, but like violently. Oh. My sister was talking to my dad. The priest gets up, did I tell you this, in front of the church and says, out of respect.
This is during Mass?
This is right before. Before they bring in the casket. Out of respect for what is about to happen here with the Eucharist and those prayerfully preparing their hearts, we would ask for silence.
But that's happened to us after Mass.
Yeah, but that's and only by, we're not going to go there. But that's something we're not going to talk about.
Different states.
But this was nuts. Then he goes into this Latin Mass. What I was going to say is one of my cousins right before we walked in the church was just vomiting outside because of the overconsumption.
I don't get you people in alcohol.
I know.
Like as someone who doesn't drink.
Right.
There's nothing to do with not drinking. It's just the drinking large, copious amounts of alcohol.
Well, drinking aside, I
to the point of getting sick. I can't remember what happened the day before.
Yeah.
Like that culture.
There was another cousin that said that they have no idea how they got to their hotel room.
See, I don't understand that.
But I said to you, it was a good
thing.
As
adults over the age of 40.
I think sometimes when you're grieving and you're like sitting together and you're like entering into this deep bonding and there is alcohol present on the table, it is easy to overindulge. And I think that's what happened with some of my cousins. And so it was a little nutty, but it was fine. The funeral was beautiful. We did the wake and then we raced from the wake to the airport and then flights just kept getting delayed. So anyway, that was Wednesday, your birthday. Did you have a nice birthday? No, it was an hour.
Well, and I got into, was I doing school? I think I was also doing school supplies.
Yeah, Wednesday. You did all the school, but you said you used ChatGPT, which I think was interesting.
Yeah. So every year, I think we've done this podcast since.
Remember, Boo, you're not gonna do it.
I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not attacking anybody. I don't even want
you.
This is me.
Ahead.
This is me by myself. I'm not gonna do anything. This is not to do with this is not going to the vault. I swear. I have a rant every year about school supplies. Nothing to do with Divine Child. It's about the school industrial complex in general because it's not a Divine Child issue. The problem I have with school supplies is, and we also go to a private school too. So the problem I have with school supplies is the things we're being asked for and like the quantities that are being asked for. And I just feel like there's a more efficient way to do it. I say that every year. I'm not saying they don't need this stuff. There's nothing to do with teachers. Like there's nothing to do with me complaining about teachers. Nothing to do with Divine Child. I said the same thing at St. Michael's. We were at St. Michael's. I used to complain the exact same thing at St. Michael's.
There's a lot of school supplies.
Yes, I just think there's a better way to get school supplies. But for us, I know we lucked out this year because usually we've had 5 kids, so we have 5. So we have 5 school supply lists. What happened is you would take the 5 school supply lists, you would combine them into one list.
And get stomach aches.
Sometimes they wouldn't make sense. And I'd be like, I don't understand what this is saying. This year we had to do 4. So what I did was I just took all 4. They're all PDFs. I just threw it into a couple like AI things, and I said, "Hey, like take these 4 lists. Tell me give me."
Do you feel like it was
the numbers.
Did you double check?
It's accurate. No, I didn't need to, but it's accurate enough. Like to me, I don't need. I think that's what we learned as well from our top listeners.
Yes,
that
we do not need to be letter of the law.
In the past, you were driving like they asked for these exact things. We need to get this quantity. And I don't have the picture from last year. But I remember last year we had like our entire flex room was full of just boxes and bags. And they didn't use all this stuff.
Here's where you and I disagree. And fundamentally, we disagree. Like when a teacher asks for Crayola crayons are different than your
brand. No, you're talking about brand. I'm talking about quantities.
Teachers ask for Tanaconda pencils. They are different than the pencils that you buy at the dollar store. So I buy quality.
I'm talking about the quantities.
You're talking about quantity. Now,
I'm talking about the quantities,
here's the thing, not the quality. But having to buy 30 reams of paper seems a little excessive to us, I think. And so we're just
and we don't use it. Like we've learned that like when you have all this extra like card stock.
I think the thing is
index
teachers,
cards.
you're trying to avoid teachers having to pay out of pocket. When teachers are creating these lists, they're creating liberal lists so they don't have to pay out of pocket. I get it. But for our family, it's just too much. So this year, I think we did well.
Well, it's just in advance. I think we don't I'm not, if they need stuff, we'll get it. It's just that we don't need to buy copious amounts of things in advance.
Like tissues to sit in someone's locker for 3 years.
Exactly. Yeah. Because when you drop them off, there's just these huge boxes.
Well, the other thing we've learned too is there is this scarring night. I've told the story before on the podcast, so I don't need to reiterate it, but it was during like school drop off of supplies and buying supplies that I recognized that I had postpartum anxiety for real. I don't know if you remember at Walmart when I almost had a heart attack. Like the ice cream social at Divine Child, and I think I can say this, you and I being new parents thought we had to bring...
It was the boxes.
No, I don't mind the boxes so much. You and I feel differently. My thing was when we went to the ice cream social for the first year with the school supplies, we're trying to carry.
That's what I'm saying. It was because we had...
It's crazy. We're carrying literally like bags and bags up second, and you're bumping into people. You're like, hey, but now we know. We didn't know. Now we know you don't have to bring in school supplies that night.
It's because
you can bring it in slowly throughout the weeks. So we have wagons of stuff, but we don't have wagons. I mean, it was hard. That night is painful for me. And so, but it won't be anymore because we're just going to show up with our kids. They get to say hi to their teachers, eating ice cream. And over the course of the next 2 weeks.
Well, the problem is the problem is a lot of these are suggestions. So I think.
Yeah, we felt like we needed it.
Yeah, if you don't know, you just think you have to bring in school supplies at a certain point.
Right.
And then teachers oh yeah, you can bring it in whenever. You're like,
wait, but
because we have 5 kids. And at the time they were younger, so they couldn't carry all this big stuff. So you're carrying all these huge bags and boxes.
There's
paper.
Football that night, and you're. Yeah. It's hard. So yeah, but you did. I love that you put everything in AI. I told you I did feel bad. I didn't do any of the school supply shopping at all this year. You handled it all.
It was much. I won't say it's easier. It's just more straightforward.
Well, what's nice, and I think you're about to say this, and I appreciate it. Our oldest is in high school, and we're an iPad school, so there's not a lot of. If anything, he's going to need a couple single subject notebooks and a couple pencils. Yeah. He won't need anything.
In my world, I've always said this. I think that just give me a price. If you need a school full of paper, you just go to the paper company, Dunder Mifflin, and say, I need 100 reams of paper.
Scranton.
Drop off 100 reams of paper at our school, and we'll charge the parents $1 or whatever to buy paper.
Right.
Just put it into the tuition bill and say, hey, here's our supply cost. Yeah. Paper towel. We have paper towel. Yeah. There's tissues, boxes. There's baby wipes, hand sanitizer. We should be able to mass order large truckloads of this stuff that gets dropped off at the school. They don't have to worry about. Toilet paper. They don't charge us.
It sounds like you want to be on the PTA.
No, they don't charge us. They don't charge us with toilet paper. Do we have to bring in toilet paper for our kids?
You want to be on the PTA.
The toilet paper company probably also sells paper towel. Get paper towel from them. It's just hard because it's just so inefficient. Order all this stuff and then bring it to the school.
Your ranting is getting near where we're going to have to put this in the vault. So let me just say one thing.
This has nothing to do with Divine Child. This has nothing to do with Divine Child.
The teachers are trying to get their school classes ready and things like that. Our school's lovely. It isn't unique to Divine Child. School supplies are just a rough thing. Yeah. Yeah. See, now I wanted to go somewhere and I'm not going to go somewhere. But the other thing is I often myself, nobody agrees with me. So it's fine. We build a life for the world that most people agree with. I fantasize about Little House on the Prairie, a 1-room schoolhouse. There were no bulletin boards. There was a chalkboard in the front. Kids like, amen. Now the amount of just wild that these classrooms are. But the good news is I don't have to worry about that. Do you want to know why? I don't have a classroom.
Oh yeah. Are we going there?
No, just gently. Okay. I just don't have a classroom.
But what does that mean, though? You have to explain what that means. I'm
going to explain what that means. What that means is that I am a new teacher, and sometimes when you're a new teacher, you have least amount of priority when it comes to spaces. And so I had anticipated that I would have 2 spaces. I don't have 2 spaces. I'm teaching in 3 spaces and then have a hour helping in campus ministry in the campus ministry offices. So all to say, I don't have to decorate a classroom. The end.
See the little man on the totem pole.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Fine. I was good with it. I was like, this is great. I just need to adjust how I anticipated I was going to teach. And I was able to do that. You bought me a really cute rolling cart that's going to fit a lot of things in it.
No, you bought yourself that. I didn't buy that. I cannot take credit for that.
So I figured it out mentally and emotionally. It might have been a little blip on the radar. My little blip on the radar when I innocently opened my class load to see what life was going to be like. And I was like, oh, this is different than I thought. It's fine. It's great.
Yes.
It's great. Because it's not like I'm teaching 4 different classes. I'm teaching the same class in 3 different spaces plus a campus ministry office. It'll be fine. I mean, what it is that classrooms are tight. And you know what I realized classrooms are tight at DC? It's actually beautiful because I'm like, this is actually, okay, I'll just say. When I opened up the schedule, I was like, I was like, this is actually going to be really, for a theology teacher, I think environment is really important. I'm not kidding. Like, I think you're trying to set up a different type of learning because you're learning is sacred. So for me, part of imagining what it would be like to be in the classroom did have to do with environment.
You're thinking about like Dangerous Minds. You're thinking,
no, stop. Insulting. No, I'm not.
No. I'm talking about like in terms of like you want like a dedicated class. Like I'm thinking like
about prayer spaces.
Dead Poet Society. You want the classroom to enable these experiences.
About activities that I'll do with kids, not arts and crafts. You know, I wouldn't do arts and crafts. I'd rather die. But like things that I was going to do in the space, and all of that has shifted. Now, what I will say though, because it's just been a little challenging, and now it's fine. Part of the reason we don't have enough classrooms is we have taken like 7 or 8 classrooms, maybe that's an exaggeration, to create our instructional support program. And that's what I'm most proud of with Divine Child. Like, I love that we now have a certification program for students that aren't able to get a degree, but can get it. So like, when you're like, this is why there aren't enough spaces.
Yeah.
You can find a place of peace and be like,
they've repurposed. Right.
Also, my assistant principal, thank God, was like, here's the thing, Mary, like we purposely set it up so that you're not going back to back. You're only doing back to back once. So like you have like a duty period or an off period or a campus ministry period. So I don't have to like race to like plug in all the things and then go, that seemed a little scary to me. First year.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
First year.
Well,
we can talk about it more at the end of the year. So I have some thoughts about how we can do that a little differently. But at the same time, I'm going to be fine. And it's going to be fun. I haven't heard. So,
there was
I forgot what I was saying is like, so this year I will be in a situation where it's like I have a whiteboard and teaching. And I just miss a little bit of that when it comes. You miss
what?
Like when classrooms were just desks and a whiteboard, and like or a chalkboard. Like there's just so much extra involved now.
Well, remember you were talking about how you were in here yesterday. You were in my office. I gave you permission. You were trying to learn stuff.
Yeah, learning.
And you
stuff
said it was
hard.
complicated.
Yeah, I have to learn digital grading. It'll be fine because the guy at our school, I imagine he's very similar to you. Actually, you would love him. He's our math teacher, but he's also in charge of like his role is, and I don't know the title, is to help teachers with the tech piece of school. He's so patient and he's so like, he meets people in their panic and is like, don't worry, we're going to get this and we're going to sit down and it's going to be fine. Because it is a little confusing to someone like me. So.
Yeah, it's all digital, but it's also helpful because like, that's how we find out that like Joey wasn't turning in assignments.
It's amazing. I'm not anti-digital. It's
get real-time feedback in terms of just how your children are doing versus having to wait
until
the semester's over and being like, he's screwing up.
The challenge is that at DC, and I don't know the history of it, we have like one program that translates data to another computer program. The computer program it translates data to is what parents look at, but you actually do all the work in this one program and they talk to each other sometimes, or maybe they don't. And if you don't set it up right, they're not going to talk to each other appropriately. And you have to set up the right percentages to make sure everything's weighted correctly. And I'm like, holy moly, I just want to talk about Jesus. So
no, not in this modern world.
No, it's fine.
1 year old is, like I said, he's in high school. And
so this is,
it's all iPad.
All iPad, which I'm excited. We got him set for that. He made me really proud this week. We won't get too much into it, but he did something yesterday where he acted with like integrity, and it made me feel like he's going to be okay in high school. Like he's willing to do the hard thing to like preserve integrity. I felt really proud of him. You just don't know how these things are going to go. Yes. But you know what I'm going to say to him because I'm mad at him for today.
Why are you mad at him for today?
First of all, we had our sports mass today.
Yep.
It was beautiful. One thing that I am proudest of at our school is the athletic programs that I think our kids are going to be involved in high school are run by people that are actually like faithful Catholic disciples. It's like, I get so psyched about that. So the football program, head football coach is a faith-filled guy, just really awesome, right? Went to Catholic schools. Their program has 100 kids in it, right?
I think it's more than that.
Yeah, maybe more than that. Maybe that's just varsity. I don't know. But they took up they took up a huge chunk of pews. And it was so awesome to look and see these fine young men. When Aaron came into our room dressed up today, I started crying because I'm like, he is turning into a fine young man. But none of these boys sang during church. And I'm going to challenge my son, Aaron, and be like, I understand none of your friends are singing in church and participating.
But that's during all school mass. That's during mass, though, right? Doesn't that happen also during?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It had nothing, and by the way, it had nothing to do with the football program.
That's what I'm saying.
High schoolers don't sing.
That's what I'm saying. You have to be clear about.
No. Sorry, no. High schoolers don't sing or participate during church. But I'm telling you, that's my next level with our son, to be like, hey, you just got to do this. Because if a few kids started doing it, they would do it. But right now, you don't want to be the only one. So I looked, and we're singing Immaculate Mary, a jam, a banger. And little Aaron's not singing at all.
Well, also
do better, little Aaron.
Also, a lot of those kids
are not Catholic.
A lot of those kids are not Catholic.
But still, wouldn't it be awesome? Because Aaron, I think, is a fairly well liked kid. Like, witness well, sing. I know you would never. Aaron would. Husband Aaron would.
No, the challenge is you can only the expectations of a 14-year-old in terms of evangelization of witness. We can't. Well, it's sometimes when people are we should. All these kids should be in public schools and we should evangelize in public schools, and the kids no, that's a lot to put on teenagers.
Totally, yeah.
In many situations, so we have to we have to right size expectations to what.
But I do think Aaron has the confidence. I actually think if I had talked to him before mass, he would have done a little more, because I've seen him do it before. But it was really beautiful today seeing all those kids for the sports mass. It was a nice mass, right?
Yeah, they did good.
They did really good. And I was really proud of the football program in particular. I just think there's something about seeing fine young men dressed up.
But we did say there were some extra things that they could have done to acknowledge.
Yeah, everything is an evangelization moment.
Yes.
I thought Father Bob's homily was great. It was geared towards the kids. And so it was good. It was good. It's like with anything, you're doing so much that it's easy to have things sneak up on you. But I think moments like gathering for sports masses or gathering for mandatory meetings with parents, those are all key moments of evangelization if done well.
Yeah, if you got if you have opportunities if you have the audience with you, those are good questions of, we have a captive audience everyone's here.
Right.
What should we do given this opportunity? It's like when you have Easter and Christmas,
right?
You have an audience here. What should we do special to when you have this audience, when you have an audience?
Well, and like I said, I think Father Bob was very well aware of that. I think his homily was awesome. It was a really good homily. Plus it was super easy because today's reading was running the race and the cloud of witnesses, and it was good. So yeah, good mass.
Yeah.
Good mass. Anything else from this past week? I don't think so.
I would say our number 2 listener sent me a very nice message on my birthday.
Oh, really?
It was a voice message.
So shout it out?
Huh?
You're shouting it out here on the podcast.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
It was like she recorded her voice saying,
why'd you just call her number 2?
What?
Wow, that's really, I'm sorry, Gina.
You said her name.
I mean, they're both. Well,
but that's the joke, though. Who's number 1 and number 2? That's not. I didn't just make that up.
These are the 2 of the 3 listeners of our podcast. Aaron's
we have a lot of listeners.
He's always we have a lot.
We have 100. I would say we have 100 solid. Because you post yours on the socials.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
And I don't. I've gotten really bad at that. So we got at least 100 listeners that we pick up 1 per week.
1 per week. That's great. So
if only we had Taylor Swift on our podcast.
Dude, I love
that would blow up.
I've decided I'm all in on her. I love her. And
remember when I told you? I think she's been.
Yeah.
She's good because.
I want her to find the Catholic Church, just so you know. She did go to Catholic school. I'm making that very clear.
A million people. So did Madonna.
I know, great.
So the tricky thing with the good thing about her is that she toes the line between she's adult, but she also has this huge fan base of kids. Our girls listen to Taylor Swift. Yeah. We would bring them to her concert, but she's also in her mid-30s, and she also attracts an older adult population. Whereas many female artists are heavily sexualized,
but let's not.
And she's not.
She's also very boldly pro-choice, which is problematic.
I'm talking about more lyrics. I'm talking about the music. She doesn't have scandalous lyrics. She doesn't have scandalous lyrics. She doesn't have her outfits aren't totally scandalous. Where you're okay, that's totally inappropriate.
She doesn't. I get what you're saying, and she doesn't have to do that. She could go the other direction, like every other artist does. And so, I like her and Travis.
He really likes her. You can tell from that podcast.
I know.
I listened. I watched the whole thing.
Aaron, if they really break up, I'm never going to recover. It'll be worse than Bethany Frankel and Jason Hobby. I'll never recover.
I don't think it'd be that like that.
What?
Did you think they were going to make it?
100%. They were married. You thought they were going to make it.
I don't pay attention.
So that podcast dropped too. I listened to that.
And then it was like what 1.3 million people watching it at one time.
We'll be there.
One day. Yeah. We just need a big guest.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a big guest on our show. Maybe the Archbishop.
Weisenberger?
Yeah. Maybe he'll be on our show.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What else do we got from this last week? Nothing.
Well, football started, so we're in the busyness of multiple.
They're excited, the boys. Man, they love it. I got something to tell you about football. About your son, Aaron, that I said to him this morning, too. I'm all kinds of feeling proud of Aaron lately. So Aaron has always been average at football, average to good. He's not bad by any means, but his size was always really limiting. So when you would talk about the players that were good, he wasn't in that conversation. He was, so on the 7th, 8th grade team, he didn't play at all in 7th grade. He played all the time in 8th grade. Do you know what I mean? So he played appropriately, but never played up. So he has finally gained size. And as I was watching him yesterday's practice, it's so fun for me. It's hard to find him on the field because some of these names that we've always kind of just said, oh my gosh, he's such an athlete, he's such a rock star. Aaron's body type is now exactly with them. And he's right there with them. And so I was really proud yesterday. He needs to work on speed. His coach said speed, but his coach said he knows that's a problem. He knows that speed is an issue with him. But then he said to me, the coach is there's not a practice that he's not getting to pick. I think he's going to be fun to watch in high school.
Yeah, we'll see.
I wasn't sure if he was.
The verdict is out.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he just, and again, if he didn't catch a couple inches, it would have been really bad.
Well, at this age, this is when you start to see them separate in terms of the advantage. So some kids are just bigger, so they have a size advantage where they're just the biggest kid out there and they can lean on that.
Right.
But if you're not the biggest kid out there, then you have to lean on, well, do you have a speed advantage? Okay, I'm not the biggest, I'm short, but I'm also fast.
Right.
So or maybe you have neither. Maybe I'm just skilled, or I'm very smart and I just do things.
And he's smart. Aaron's smart.
That's where he has to figure out where he plays at, because he's not going to be the biggest kid. He's probably not going to be the fastest one. So it's hey, where do you fill out? Where do you fit? Where do you fit in?
I'm so excited
if you want
to see him
start on varsity and go to Grand Valley and play football.
Exactly. I feel like our boys would really have to work hard to get to Grand Valley to play football.
Or Wayne State.
You think is that in your realm of possibility for our children?
Wayne State's D2.
That they would play in college? That's not even in my realm.
Look at all the kids who from DC who play college.
I'll tell you what, so then our Joey is good. He hurt his leg this week, and Joey's a little tinier. Joey's got to get some big on him.
He's taller than Aaron was.
Yeah, that's true. So you never know. Now, who is a beast and who has always been a beast is Jean Paul. His coaches went up to Aaron. He's in weird positions for me.
He's undersized right now, so we have to see if he grows.
No, but his coaches said he's killing it. I'm telling you, his coaches are saying that he's killing it at practice. Just crushing.
He just got to grow. He's kind of on the smaller side.
And he's got to get stronger too. But he's got the heart for it. He's the one, I think.
Yes.
And he loves it. My gosh, all this week.
Because he had to wait. Because with him, he's the one that had to wait the longest. Right. So it means more to him than the other two. So because he had to skip a year to play. He had to wait another extra year to play. Right.
So full pads were on Friday all week. Mom, I'm so excited. Mom, I can't wait. Mom, full pads. Mom, you going to watch me? I used to watch her practices. I ain't got time for that anymore. That's when I was a stay-at-home mom. You could sit and watch her practices. No, thank you. Plus, I hate watching the practices. They're super boring. I'm not interested. So when they were in 3rd and 4th grade, it was cute. No, thank you. But he really wants me to watch the practices because he has these memories of me watching them.
Yeah, we're in busyness now. It's even worse now because last year when they were all in the same school, it was one time. But now this year is 2 different times in terms of grade school and high school practices.
I do think
there's me waiting. So for them, they have to get used to waiting for their siblings to be done with something. So I don't know, books maybe or homework.
I think it might work out though, because I think Aaron's practices, I hope, are going to be right after school till about 5. The boys will start at 5:36. So when we drop off the boys, we'll pick up Aaron. I actually don't think it's going to be that bad, except for games. Games are going to be tricky because I'm not going to want to miss their games, and I haven't figured that out mentally yet.
Yeah, because the games are on Thursday. Well, sometimes they're on Wednesdays.
Even this Thursday.
So I'll be missing a couple games.
This Thursday is little Aaron's first scrimmage, and I think there's a chance I'm going to be going to that and skipping some things. So, because we have other obligations.
Oh, that one's Thursdays. We got a tough.
We have the ice cream social, and we have freshman parent night. But I might ask a friend to listen to freshman parent night, and I might not do the ice cream social if it's not necessary. I want to see Aaron play.
We can skip the ice cream social.
I think I might.
Yeah, he has the freshman he has the freshman thing,
right?
And he has the freshman parent night and ice cream social. And
freshman parent night. I don't know if we can skip, but we could be back by that because that's a 6:30. So maybe we just don't do the ice cream social this year.
I mean, all they do is just grab ice cream and they just.
No, teachers give information and stuff, but they get it the first day. I'll ask.
We've been there for 4 years now.
Yeah.
We know
I'll
all the
see
teachers.
if we can get out of it.
We're not new to the school.
Or maybe we slide in right at 5:45.
We know the third grade teacher.
Yeah. We do. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
We know all the teachers, yes. So we've been in for a while.
But we don't know who our third grade teacher is yet. So
we know who the third grade teachers are. So yes, I think we can figure that one out.
Yes. All right. Okay. So we're in it. Anything else that you want to talk about? You made it seem like you have so much to talk about. Was it just school supplies?
What's going on? What else is going on this week? Oh, we have the builder coming Tuesday to talk about the basement project. Yes. Because now we're in mid-August.
Yeah. I already got a fight ready for you, and I know you're not going to let me get my way, and I'm really upset about it because I can tell by your initial reaction.
That's life.
That I don't want to put it in the closet. I want to do wardrobes.
C'est la vie. We'll see though. Like if it looks dumb, then I'm going to say it looks dumb. Because also, we have a limited amount. Like we have a specific amount of space.
But we can just do beds, dressers, wardrobes.
Yeah, but you say that though, but they have to they have to live in the.
They can live in the family room that's down there. This is going to come to blows. We're not going to deal with it here.
But also, if it looks dumb,
we're done discussing. Let's talk about something else, though.
That's what we're talking about, though.
It starts in August. We're talking about the start date. You and I are not going to fundamentally agree on what that basement should look like, and it's going to stress me.
We've already talked about we're going to have.
I don't want to add the closet. I don't want to bite into the living space for the closet.
But they have no.
When in 3.5 years, Aaron moves out. Like I don't need a closet in a bedroom down there. So you and I are going to come to blows. That's fine.
But they need a place to put all their stuff, though.
Wardrobes. My parents had wardrobes in their rooms.
We're talking about a wardrobe. They have to have all their socks.
Do you know what a wardrobe is? I know a dresser and a wardrobe per kid. That's what I said.
But I don't think you realize how much space
I do. I'm going to measure it before he comes here. He's coming Tuesday.
He's coming Tuesday. I don't think you realize how much space is going to take up. Because also you need 3 beds. And you have to be able to walk around. Right now we have
3 beds and they're little tiny 9.5.
And that's not a sustainable solution.
I understand, but it works. So
not a long term for the next 4 years.
We're done with this conversation. But I'm very excited to have the basement.
But the beauty is, can you just admit for the millionth time that usually I'm right about these things?
No.
Like when it comes to my judgment, you said that recently. Usually I'm right, my judgment is right. The problem is you don't realize it until like months down the line. Let's throw out some examples. Number 1, the overhead garage storage.
You're actually triggering me.
Say it.
I didn't tell you not to do that.
Yes, you did. You said that was going to be dumb. You said, why are you doing that?
You're lying.
You said I was right about it.
How about the fact that we added 3 feet in the house? Me.
The
How about the
overhead
fact that we
garage
did 9
storage.
ceilings? Me. How about the fact that we
The ceilings are not
How
you.
about the fact that we did wood on the whole downstairs? Me. How about the fact that we have a bay window? Me. These are all the things that you don't acknowledge.
No,
You're still not acknowledging.
You're talking 2 different things.
Yeah,
I'm talking about choices within inside the house to maximize the space that we have. The overhead garage storage was mine. You said I was right about that.
Did not. I never. I said they're awesome, but I never fought you on it. I'm glad you thought about it. It's a very good idea.
I can't with you.
I definitely said that we should store things downstairs.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
You said we should put everything in the basement. If we'd have done that, it would have been ridiculous.
I like having it upstairs.
So the moral of the story is you should just trust my lead and judgment. I'm very smart. I have a college degree. I'm very intelligent. I'm the smart one.
I'm excited to have our basement finished.
It's going to be a little bit.
He said by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's like 3 months away.
I know, but still.
And it's going to be more. I mean, these are first world problems. I acknowledge that. It's just like it's going to be more chaos in terms of just people coming in and out of our home.
Yeah, for sure.
And like
in the fall.
In the fall, like a lot of just under construction and just stuff and noise and loudness.
Yeah.
But you're at home school. I mean, I'm here all day, so it's just going to throw me off somewhat with loudness.
Yeah. You'll survive.
We'll be fine. Like I said,
maybe
these are first world problems.
Yeah. I'm very excited to have a finished basement. I'm very excited. I told you today as we were driving home from Mass, like I really like our life.
I just want to be done with these huge,
I mean, this is the last one, right?
Projects. Hopefully.
I think it is. I mean, I do want the built-ins in the flex room, but that can be next year, and that's only a $5,000 one.
Or the following year.
Next year.
Or the following
27.
year.
27.
We said 27. That's the following year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then we have little things, but this is the finished basement is the completion of our house, and then painting upstairs.
Yeah, right. Once we do that, but that'll be probably next year painting.
Right.
Upstairs.
And then we're good. And then we have where we need our house to be. So it's good. We're very blessed.
What else is going on this week?
I start work full time.
You start work full time tomorrow.
Yep. Super excited.
Teacher schedule.
Yeah. What else? I don't know if anything
I have a
else
nerd event Wednesday.
You do?
We're gonna be back at
the Connor O'Neills. We did not confirm if we are doing our annual Connor O'Neills trip with the people that we love. We should check into that.
Do our schedules even allow for that?
You don't like it. The reason you don't like it, no, you like it when you're there. No, you like it when you're there. The challenge is it'll be the same as it was every other year. It has to be on Sunday because we have football Friday, Saturday, and then Monday's actually Labor Day and your dad's birthday. So it would have to be Sunday. You didn't like the last 2 years, I think, that it's on a Sunday. You're like, I don't want to have to. But then I always have so much fun. It's worth it.
Wait, that's next. You're talking about.
So not the next weekend, the weekend after. I know it's nuts. Life is a moving.
Well, because remember, we're going to the Michigan game Saturday.
I know. It was the same thing as last year.
It's
always the same. So,
we'll see. Everyone's busy too, so
we'll see.
We'll see.
Anything else that the people should know? Do you have anything controversial that you want to bring up on the podcast?
I have lots of controversial things. You won't let me say anything.
What do you got? Give me one.
I can't think of anything right now.
That's great. So we might be done. I mean, this is a shorter one. That's fine. Our lives are boring.
I think this is a normal size one.
Football.
I have to apologize. Apparently, when I published this on the YouTube, it blocked it or it marks it private. So whenever I publish on Spotify. Spotify pushes it out to YouTube. I do nothing with YouTube. I just make sure it's there. But this past 2 episodes were marked as private. So people are like, "Where the heck are the episodes?"
So many people. They were beating
people.
Oh my gosh! We didn't talk about what we're doing tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm so mad about this, guys. It's worse than Cedar Point.
You're like the worst in this and that. No. It's not worse than Cedar Point.
I don't watch kid movies. I don't care about kid movies. I've never sat through a kid movie. When I fall asleep or I'm on my phone. I don't do kid stuff. I don't like it. I don't like cheesy.
Yeah.
Ever. You kind of do. You're a loser.
That's a weird thing to say.
So our daughters.
No, I spend time with our children. I take interest in their things.
Not watching kid movies. So our daughters.
I'm trying to look this up when we actually ordered these tickets.
Our daughters watch these movies called Descendants and Zombies on Disney. And there's like a live show that
which we normally don't do. Like there's a whole world around like.
They've never been to Disney on Ice.
Disney on Ice. So this was back in March.
So my issue is I'm like, bro, go ahead, take them. Like, this is your thing. You sing all the songs in them. Every night they make you come into bed. They'll be like, Dad, come play songs. And he'll lay on their ground and play Disney songs for them. Like, this is like an every night occurrence. You know all the words. You have it on your playlist when you're driving to school. You're a very good father, by the way. Like, this is straight admiration. My issue is that you're making me go to this thing.
I didn't make you do anything. They want you to go.
You're like, mommy has to come. Mommy has to come.
Because they want you to go because you're their mother.
So now I have to go to this stupid thing tonight and watch you nerd out with the girls. Because, Lord, if you like sit on your chair on your phone, you won't do that. You'll sing right with them. Are you going to be a loser dad? Am I going to take a video and share it like a secret? Like, no, loser dad the best way.
Let's say this is weird.
No, this is the best kind of dad.
I feel like you are shaming. You're like,
I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you. No, let me correct myself. It is amazing, though. It's like with your Disney outfits. Like, you know every word to Descendants.
I don't know every word.
Yes, you do.
It's not true. Not the latest, though. I've not watched really the latest stuff.
So I can't wait for you to jam out with the girls.
But you have to admit, like, because we have so many children, we do other things. Like, we're not into the, like, Disney on Ice, Prince. Like, we don't go to concert.
No, you did bring them to
we don't take them to concert.
Simone Biles.
That was the last minute.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing.
Yeah, correct.
The girls have ever done.
Yes, and they're 8 and 10.
Yeah, so
and Simone Biles, that was like back in the winter.
Do you remember? When
that was the day of.
Oh, when the boys were little, I'm gonna cry.
The boys have done way more.
The boys, because when they were little, we would see Yo Gabba Gabba
twice. We saw Yo Gabba Gabba twice,
and the Wiggles,
and we saw the Wiggles. Their farewell concert.
I love so much that it's always you.
It was at the Palace before they closed.
Yeah, it's always you. Like I remember you'd be at work, you'd be like, "Hey, I got an idea." You'd send me like a direct message, be like, "Yo Gabba Gabba."
Oh, those are Groupon. I remember. I think one of those was Groupon. The Wiggles was a Groupon.
Oh, and for the first time we went and saw Yo Gabba Gabba, I dressed up the boys as is his name? What's his
DJ
name?
Lance Rock?
DJ Lance Rock, yeah.
But those were nice because those were like an hour and a half, and then they knew like kids would shut down.
Oh, and the kids would be like,
it would be like you get an hour and a half, and all the kids started crying. Yeah. So like it was like a quick show.
Right, I loved them. So the boys did a lot of that actually when they were little.
Correct, and the girls have not done any of that.
It's just that I don't want to go.
You just don't want to go.
It'll be fine.
You hate joy. That's what people don't know about you is you actually hate joy. Joyful activities.
We're going with one of our friends who goes to DC, and I told her that you said that I'm a fuddy-duddy, and she said anybody that uses the expression fuddy-duddy loses any credibility to say such things. So we're going to meet them for dinner, and then we're going to walk over to Little Caesars Arena, and it'll be fun. I know I'm going to have fun.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to have fun. Understand that. It'll be fun to see the joy.
The girls are. Yeah. I think the boys dominate the conversation a lot because they're the ones who are very busy. They have activities.
They do football, and they love watching football. So we go to live games with them.
Correct. Yes, the girls. Yes, the boys. We go to Michigan. We go to Michigan games with the boys.
Yeah.
We go to Lions games with the boys.
Right.
The boys got
Grand Valley games,
the Detroit Pistons games.
Yeah.
So the girls get drowned out in terms of activity because the boys do a lot of that.
Yeah.
This is the year that Malia will actually do basketball, so she gets her footing. But the girls are the ones that have to sit in the back and go to.
And they hate it. So This is good. See, you're getting me excited.
Saturday, they're the ones who have to sit out when the boys have games on Saturdays. And they have to suffer through hanging out at DC for 6 hours.
Yes,
and they hate it. Yeah. So this is actually
this will be fun for them. And they got cute little outfits. They're going to shower and get their hair did, and it'll be a fun night. You're right. And seeing their joy is going to be joy filled. It'll be joy filled, and you're very excited. And
hopefully they don't get sick. Because last time Simone Biles, Julie got sick and we had to leave early.
But I think she was just anxious without me. She had said today, she was like, "Mom, I'm really glad that you're going because I won't get sick. And if I get a tummy ache or if my legs hurt, you can rub them." She's like, "You're like my doctor." I think they got nervous, to be honest, with Simone Biles being downtown, and I don't mean this at all insulting, without their mom a little bit.
They were surprised too. They didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know, and then it's a big crowd, and they're there with you, but I'm not there, and so this will be lovely. I'm excited.
We'll see.
We're in Zombieland, so
hopefully there's no stories out of that one.
You got souvenir money?
Last time they got a hat and a bear.
It's funny because we were not souvenir kids, and I do love that you're a souvenir.
We weren't
dad.
Either.
You're such a liar. Oh my gosh.
We did not get souvenirs.
I'm going to tell your dad that you sat straight face and said you didn't get souvenirs.
We didn't. We didn't go to things. I'm sorry.
You
got me fooled. We didn't go to things.
Okay.
I didn't get souvenirs.
Okay. Well, okay.
I remember going to two things. I remember going to did you say Jock Jams? Yeah. No, I remember going to a wrestling show because I was a WWF fan. So I remember going to a wrestling show one time, and I went to a Power Rangers thing at the Palace one time. That's all I remember, those two things when I was probably under the age of 10.
Yeah.
But we were not going to shows, and I was not getting souvenirs.
Right. I like that we build in souvenirs.
You were probably the.
Hey, I didn't go to anything.
You went to Michigan games.
Yes, we went to Michigan games.
So
okay, that's it for now. Have a great week. We'll touch base. We will touch base with you next Sunday, which will be the day before school starts for everyone.
Yeah, we'll be
in it. We are
previewing school, the start of school. We are in it.
I'm so excited. I'm super psyched for the year. So
you psyched for the school year?
Yes, it's going to be good. Ugh. I feel good about it. I don't have to go to retreats. Amen.
Yeah, but they got to get them up in the morning and stuff. That's the only problem.
That's true. All right. Have a great week.
Until next time.
Goodbye.